to the ring, and our special guest super promoter Tarek Solak make his way to the ring. The unheralded, underrated, undefeated Arthur Tsokanas. You talk about fantastic up-and-coming fighters, and you talk about this man, Arthur Tsokanas. What a prospect he is!
Ladies and gentlemen, fighting out of the red corner, John Halford.
Casey.
Ladies and gentlemen, next up a super middleweight clash, kickboxing over 8 2-minute rounds. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He hails from the Sting Gym in Melbourne's outer eastern suburbs. He steps into the ring undefeated, regarded nationwide as one of the most underrated and most technically gifted kickboxers in the country, weighing in at 77.3 kilograms. Arthur Tsokanas! His opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing blue trunks and arriving, weighing in at 76 kilograms. A man who needs no introduction in the kickboxing world. Rated as pound for pound, the best kickboxer in Australia as we speak. From the Tamworth Fighting Arts Gym, they call him the Tamworth Terminator, John Halford! When the action gets underway, our referee, Mr. Bryce Birtwhistle, our judges at ringside, Chris Anderson, Malcolm Bullner, and Jamal Hassan. Our timekeeper, Mr. Peter Larks.
You're both aware of the rules. You got no questions. Listen to my commands. If I tell you to stop, I want you to stop. Do you understand? Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves now in the last round. Good luck.
Well, the man in the middle, Bryce Birtwhistle, giving last-minute instructions. We are joined ringside by the finest fight promoter outside of Japan, super promoter Tarek Solak. Tarek, what a fantastic fight we're in for. John Halford versus the undefeated Arthur Tsokanas.
Yes, I'm really looking forward to this fight. I think this is going to be the best fight of the night on paper. John Halford, in my mind, is probably the best pound-for-pound fighter in the country at the moment, and Arthur being an undefeated fighter, it just makes it too interesting.
Arthur Tsokanas, of course, retired from kickboxing a little more than a year ago, came out of retirement and has had 8 fights since, winning all of them by knockout, the latest being against Aaron Boyce from New Zealand, who he knocked out in 2 rounds. Johnny Halford's last fight, of course, only a matter of weeks ago, a boxing contest in Tamworth, and he won by 4th-round knockout hammer.
Well, Michael, this fight obviously originally Gurkhan Ozkan was meant to fight Arthur. Arthur is renowned for being a very slow starter. In my opinion, Gurkhan, with his quick starting fight strategy, would have given Arthur a bit of a headache, but literally. But now we're seeing John Halford step up, and Johnny's also a very sort of calm starter as well.
Ready, John?
There's another side for that token where Gurkhan would have been worried if the fight didn't pass 3 or 4 rounds, and I think that's probably why he pulled out of this fight.
Well, this one, of course, scheduled for 8 rounds, 8 by 2.
That's something that the public obviously are not privy to, and Tarek just showing us some of the more intimate details of why the fight didn't take place. A lot of people obviously asking the question, you know, why isn't Gurkhan in centre ring against Arthur? A lot of people looking forward to that one, and hopefully in the future, Tarek, you'll bring us that fight.
Oh, big thumping right hand there from John Halford. Almost took Arthur Tsokanas off his feet. This is the biggest test of Arthur's career so far. As we said, he is undefeated, having gone to war against the likes of Gino Zampogna, Dragomir Dubakanin, Dean Zureb, but he's never fought anyone the calibre, Tarek Solak, of John Halford.
Definitely not, and you just saw the sting of that right hand from John Halford. Then he's just a class above, and it's the same with his kicking power too.
Well, this one being mooted as probably the finest fight on the card here tonight. What a blockbuster bout. John Halford so quick with that right hand. Tsokanas, as Mark said earlier on, a renowned slow starter. His corner, Michael Vukovic, telling me Arthur will go easy probably for the first 2 or 3 and then lift up the intensity.
Well, it's okay to go easy as long as you're not getting caught on the way. You know, you've got to keep busy. He's got to have his defence up, Arthur. And he cannot afford to give John Halford any sort of an opening because he'll totally capitalise on that, John Halford.
Tarek Solak in the corner of John Halford, the legendary Prince Emir, the man who Halford beat for his world title back at Star City in 1998, now in Halford's corner.
Yes, actually, Amir lives in Sydney now and doing all my work out of Sydney, and Halford living in New South Wales. They got together and do some work together, and they're working things out together, which is great to see. As a matter of fact, Halford's the man that changed Amir's career in Australia.
Comments there from the super promoter Tarek Solak, the man who's brought us the biggest events in Australia. And a spinning heel kick there from John Halford, coming close but no cigar.
That is the techniques that Halford was renowned for in his Kyokushin karate days. And that is on his chest. You'll notice a tattoo over his heart or on his left pec there. That is actually the Kyokushin karate kanji, which every uniform dons.
Tarek Solak, Johnny Halford, a good opening first round there.
Well, I think John just probably stole that round with that stinging right hand and a couple of good kicks. Even though I got the Arthur on the arms, it still was powerful kicks, and he saw the strength there.
Well, Tarek, while I've got your ringside, must ask you about June 16 at the Vodafone Arena, the K1 Grand Prix Melbourne. It's going to be the biggest event ever seen in the Southern Hemisphere.
Definitely, and we are going to fill up to 12,000 people for that one, so we're asking Australia to get right behind it. We've got 2,000 people coming from overseas as a guest, and hopefully we get the other 10,000 from Australia. We're going to tell the world that we can do it better than anywhere in the world in Australia.
Well, certainly Melbourne is renowned for being the fight capital of Australia, and if ever a crowd is going to come out for a big event on a Saturday night, I'll have to give up all my partying and work commitments, Tarek, to be at that one, but I'll certainly look forward to it.
We're doing it on a Saturday night because we want people to come from interstate, and we know that we've got a lot of audience out there outside of Melbourne too.
Keep it free, folks. Saturday, June 16 at the Vodafone Arena, 12,000 on hand for the K1 Grand Prix Melbourne 2001. But at the moment, it's John Halford. A spinning back kick from John Halford against Arthur Tsokanas, the undefeated, very underrated Arthur Tsokanas from the Sting Gym in Melbourne's outer eastern suburbs. A solid first round so far to John Halford. Both Tarek Solak and Mark Castanini giving the first round to John Halford. And as we said, Arthur Tsokanas with the step-up side kick there off the right leg, a traditional slow starter.
Well, he wore the jab as well before he executed that side kick, Tsokanas. But he is a slow starter, and he will take a couple, but he will warm up, that's for sure.
Big right hand off the jaw there from Arthur Tsokanas. Tarek Solak, when Arthur Tsokanas was told that he was going to be fighting John Halford, he didn't flinch at all, did he?
No, he didn't. He's a very calm, cool customer, but as you can see, they're both fighting very well at this stage, and I just saw both of them exchange a round kick each to the body, and both of them just work very well. It's great to see fit athletes.
Well, it certainly is. Much like yourself, Tarek. So those Versace suits, you have the rippling physique.
I got to buy you one of these, Mark.
Oh, beautiful inside leg kick from Halford. He swept out the lead leg of Arthur Tsokanas. Johnny Halford really turning it on here for the crowd. Inside thigh kick there from Tsokanas. Halford moves forward again. Cracks the round kick to the ribs, does Halford, then goes one up high to the head off the lead leg. Arthur Tsokanas has taken quite a few knocks so far in this fight, Mark.
Well, he's fought some of the toughest. He's fought Sam Harvey, Sam the Shotgun Harvey, South Australia-based fighter. And I tell you what, no one can really feel the power of Sam Harvey's kicks. He really winds him up. But Arthur wore him well when he fought Sam Harvey, and it's going to take a strong man to stop Arthur.
I remember Sam breaking Machine Gun Charlie's arm off a kick in one of the contests.
I know how that feels.
He is a powerful kicker.
And who will ever forget that contest Arthur Tsokanas had against Gino Zampogna in Sydney when he beat Gino? What a war that was. I've never seen a fighter take as much punishment in one fight as Gino took from Arthur Tsokanas. Tarek Solak, end of the second round. How do you see it so far?
I think it was a good round for both boys. I'm not going to pick a winner out on this round, but both boys are doing enough work, and they're both wearing the hits, the kicks and the punches very well.
very, very even round. I must agree with you there, Tarek. Johnny Halford still looking to find his range. Arthur, Bork right hand, leg kick, comes in close. He's not showing Halford a lot of respect, which is exactly how you have to take it when you're stepping up in class. You show your opponent too much respect and you're already behind the 8 ball.
Like I said, he's a kid that is very calm and cool, and he doesn't care who he's fighting and when he's fighting. I think he'll be there every time.
Well, Michael Vukovic and the Sting Gym produce very hard fighters, Congrevous, etc. And Arthur is certainly another one of those.
Tarek, great to see the dancing girls between rounds, all part of the entertainment here on the Supernova Show.
It's show business, Michael, show business.
There's no better master at show business than super promoter Tarek Solak in conjunction with Zulu Kaya here tonight. Big thumping right hand to the side of the temple from John Halford as we start the third round of action. Outside thigh kick there from Tsokanas was a nice one. Halford, a round kick off the lead thigh, checks the low kick. John Halford's defence is hammer with the low kicks, the checking, and then the double forearm guard up top really are watertight.
Well, Halford's been around, as I said, he's fought in many bouts, and he's not a man that is easily going to be intimidated or phased. He's at work. It's his office. The ring is his office, and it's just another day at work for John Halford.
Of course, Tarek still to come tonight. The main event, Michael Zambides against Krongsak Lek. That should be a good one.
I'm looking forward to seeing Michael. I've missed that kid since last November, and I think he's going to be a great fighter in Australia. We will bring him many more times.
A clash of front kicks against the ropes there. John Halford moves in with a double jab right hand combination. Tsokanas with the right hand leg kick combination. Halford just standing there and taking it. Just fell short then with the right hand. Did John Halford. Tsokanas walks straight into a jab to the kisser.
Well, Arthur's got a very wide back. He's got a good set of shoulders, and it does help with his punching power. He's a very powerfully built athlete, Arthur Tsokanas, and he's naturally got that Greek physique, which is very solid.
Not only is powerfully built, if you look at his legs carefully, he's got very strong built legs with strong shoulders.
Exactly.
So he's an all-round strong kid.
Tarek Solak, look at the welt on the inside left thigh of Arthur Tsokanas, already reddened up by the leg kicks of John Halford.
Yes, and I can see John with a couple of bruises there too. So I think both boys are doing some damage there.
John Halford just winding up the axe kick, popping one a little bit south of the border there from Arthur Tsokanas.
Time.
A little bit of readjustment there for John Halford. What a cracker so far, 1.5 minutes down in this round.
All right. Go. Wait.
We're all okay to continue. Both men touch gloves. Two great athletes at the top of being great sportsmen. Halford moves in with the left hook. Tsokanas just gets under it, hammer.
I tell you what, that left hook of Halford is very, very dangerous. He's thrown it a couple of times. There's a front kick off the lead leg to the face of Tsokanas. Got him in the eye.
Yeah, he's got Arthur in the eye, and Arthur's in a bit of trouble with
that toe's gone right in there.
Tarek Solak, as Arthur Tsokanas goes back to the corner, what would the Sting Gym be saying to him?
Well, really, he's not doing anything wrong. It's just that it's a matter of which man starts first and finishes around throwing them last will win this fight. It's a matter of who's going to be fitter and stronger towards the end. They're both fighting perfectly at this stage.
Well, we're moving into the fourth round. This one's scheduled for 8 rounds. At this point, it's a very, very even contest, 1 for 1. See Johnny Halford just squaring up against Arthur. They're trying for that axe kick. He's trying to land the axe kick either on the collarbone or the face with his heel. Didn't come off. Arthur trying to wade in. As we see the fighters mixing it up on the Crazy John logo there. Crazy time in centre ring. But Arthur and John Halford, there is nothing in this. Once again, Tarek, excellent matches up. Earlier this week, it was a promoter's nightmare.
Well, this has been one of the hardest promotions for me. The last time I went through these problems was 7 years ago when I had every fight on the card change. The same thing has happened here today, and we had to change every fight around. Until 2 days ago, we only had 2 fights, so I'm pleased with the result. We survived the show.
Into the fourth round of action, you can see the reddened eye, the eyelid reddened of Arthur Tsokanas from that front kick that John Halford gave him late in the last round. Tsokanas now opening up like a house on fire here in the fourth round. An ironclad uppercut right round kick combination there from Tsokanas. They're letting it all go early now. While Arthur Tsokanas has come out smoking here in the fourth. Halford just looks at him, sizes him up. Here comes Tsokanas, maybe waiting him with those big vicious hooks that he used to great extent against Gino Zampogna up in Sydney. Step up front kick, right hand combination by Tsokanas. Forces John Halford back against the ropes. Halford goes for the inside thigh kick to the inside left thigh. Tsokanas not taking a backward step, Tarek Solak.
No, Arthur just started this round a bit stronger than his last couple. And as you can see, John's on the back leg now, but it's a great round to watch for both boys.
Oh, here comes Arthur Tsokanas. Can he get the uppercut through the guard of John Halford? Referee Bryce Purwithel separates both men. John Halford on the back foot so far in this round.
The shin just waved dangerously close to the face of Arthur Tsokanas there from John Halford.
Halford trying to line him up for the good night Irene right hand. Tsokanas has got him back against the ropes now. High left round kick there. Halford was well guarded up against it. Bearing in again to the floating ribs is Arthur Tsokanas. And another body shot inside thigh kick from Tsokanas. What a crackerjack round. The best round of the night so far, Tarek Solak.
Mate, definitely the best round and the best fight, and I think we just saved our show.
1.5 minutes down here in the fourth round, scheduled for 8. John Halford continues to move forward, just gets under the left hook of Arthur Tsokanas. That uppercut again from Tsokanas. He has knocked out his past 8 opponents. Arthur Tsokanas looking for number 9 against John Halford. But Hammer, you can bet it won't come easy against the Tamworth Terminator.
Well, John Halford is got a never say die attitude, but you know what? So is Arthur. So that's all good value for the fight fans watching this one.
I'm just a bit worried about Arthur putting his head so high, because he's got a problem on his left thigh, and if he keeps his head higher than John might just accidentally headbutt him, and might make things a bit worse for him.
Into the fourth round of action. What a war we're seeing, Hammer.
Well, what an absolute war. Arthur certainly started that round well, and I don't know if John really made up enough ground to take that round. I'd maybe lean the way of Arthur and Tsokanas in that round. The boys from Sting Gym would have to be very, very happy with that one. And once again, we see Arthur just, he's going for that high roundhouse kick to the head there of John Halford. John Halford waiting in, showing total disregard for any technique that Arthur's throwing at him. Halford just parrying away those punches, working in closely. There's the inside leg kick there, 1 for 1. Arthur just missing with a couple of those punches, right on the buzzer there. But Johnny Halford breathing heavy now. Prince Amir in the corner going to work.
Seconds out. Round 5.
We are ready to rumble in round number 5. We said this could be the best fight of the night, and it's certainly been that so far. John Halford out of the red corner against the undefeated Arthur Tsokanas. Halford opens up with a high right round kick, high left round kick. Here comes Tsokanas!
Well, round kick for round kick to the face. Halford again claiming to have copped another one a little bit low there.
Well, Arthur Tsokanas has come out smoking again here in the 5th round of action. Halford going for the high right round kick, the shin kick to the head. Tsokanas with a sweeping leg kick, didn't quite find the mark. Here comes Arthur Tsokanas, connects with the left hand. Halford back against the ropes now.
He's standing out John Halford there, Michael, the last 1.5 rounds.
And that's very rare indeed, Tarek Solak. We never ever see Johnny Halford outpowered as he throws a spinning heel kick. Arthur Tsokanas waves forward, digs away the left hand to the bread basket.
Well, Johnny Halford providing some entertainment with these spinning kicks, and that is high-risk technique that Johnny Halford's throwing there with the spin kicks. When he does it, he knows the crowd likes to see that type of technique. It's what he's been schooled in with his karate background, obviously. So it's good to see a fighter going for the high-risk techniques for the crowd.
Well, last time out, John Halford did have a war in kickboxing, went 12 rounds in Sydney with Warren Else, and he's got another war in his hands here. High left round kick by Arthur Tsokanas. Johnny Halford on the back foot so far in this round. Tarek Solak.
Yes, I think this one's definitely Arthur's round, and he's just getting stronger as he's fighting.
We said Arthur would pick up the pace after the 4th, and the uppercut worked his head back. Here comes the pain. Maybe John Halford's going to take a trip down the boulevard of broken dreams. Here comes Tsokanas, the big right hand in the blue corner. The big round kick to the ribs by Tsokanas. Johnny Halford fires out with the right hand. Hammer, I like what I'm seeing from Arthur Tsokanas so far.
Yeah, they're pretty much putting this one back to a boxing fight now. I'm surprised that Halford isn't using his front kick a lot more. Both fighters obviously opting to throw those round kicks. Now, the round kicks do take a bit longer to reach the target. You throw a front kick, it reaches its target from point A to point B. A straight line is always quicker, yeah? And it also keeps your opponent away. But round kick for round kick, there's that nice front kick. If you snap it in good, it does give you a bit of breathing space.
End of that round of action, Tarek Solak. What a war!
I think Arthur just proved that he's stronger on this round, and John's either going to start putting a bit more pressure, or otherwise if he keeps taking this back step, Arthur's going to take advantage of that the way he's going.
Well, 2 rounds to go. It's been a pretty even one.
This time, he's expecting more head punches.
3 rounds to go.
Okay. All right, I've failed maths at school. What do you want from me?
They've got the ice on the eye there, Tarek Solak of Arthur Tsokanas.
Well, that's going to be a bit of a worry. That's where the big toe, I think, met the eyeball there.
That's correct. I'm only worried about Arthur keeping his head higher than John's head, so that means his eye can get cut if they had a head clash with John. He should stay lower than John.
As Michael Vukovic gives his instructions there to Arthur.
You've got to stay on this man and say, you'll get him eventually. Just keep working. No space, no respect.
Round 6.
We are ready to get on the 6th round of action. This one's scheduled for 8. John Halford was on the receiving end in the 5th round. Arthur Tsokanas starting to turn it on now, coming charging like a steam train. Underway in the 6th round now, Hammer.
Michael Vukovic calling for Arthur just to keep working. Sound advice, keep racking up the points, keep the impression on the judges that you are the premier fighter in the centre ring.
Overhand right by Arthur Tsokanas gets John Halford with a body shot to the right rib cage, looking for the floating ribs. Those body shots he used to such good effect against Dragomir Dubuchanan and Gino Zampogna. Tsokanas moves forward, goes to the body yet again, then to the head. Big thumping right hands by Arthur Tsokanas. John Halford standing there, he's taken it! Halford a rubber leg straight! Halford's been caught! Halford may be in trouble! Johnny Halford forced to cover up! Tarek Solak, Arthur Tsokanas is turning it on.
He definitely is. At this stage, I got Arthur up by 2 points on the fight.
45 seconds down in the 6th round. Johnny Halford in all sorts above the mark.
Well, Johnny Halford took some unanswered blows there, so he's got to get it back now. He's playing a game of catch-up now, Johnny Halford, which is not good news for him.
Arthur Tsokanas really stalking, hunting after John Halford. Halford thought about the high right round kick. Arthur went high off the left. Nice hook there from John Halford, Tarek.
The good thing about this fight is John's not doing anything wrong. He's fighting just as good as he's supposed to. Arthur's just overpowering him, and give the man credit. He's doing very well, Arthur.
I'll tell you what, Tarek, I'd like to see Arthur in with Tsokanas now. That's the one we're setting up here.
Well, at this stage, I don't like Gurkhan's chances, but we'll have to train him very hard for it.
Comments from the super promoter Tarek Solak ringside with myself, Michael Chavello, and my verbal sparring partner, the Hammer, Mark Castanini. An inside thigh kick by Tsokanas, a left round kick by John Halford. Halford just missing with the glancing right hand. 6th round, Tsokanas continues to go to the floating left rib cage of John Halford. Halford maybe starting to go after that eye. Goes for a spinning heel kick and just slips on the Crazy John logo. Crazy John, the major sponsor of tonight's event, Tarek Solak.
Well, I think John's looking for that big knockout, and I'll tell you what, that spinning kick would have done some serious damage.
If it lands, that's the thing. They're high risk because you leave yourself open after the technique's missed your opponent, perhaps. You're open, you're vulnerable for a shot. So Johnny Halford is, playing the risky game by throwing him, but that's what the crowd want to see, and all credit to him for trying it.
John was smart. He threw himself on the ground afterwards, so if he did stay there and he missed, he wasn't going to get hit.
I think that's a Tarek Solak fight strategy, but anyway, here we see once again Arthur just barreling Halford on the ropes. Halford answering with a nice timed hook of his own. It's just neither fighter showing respect for the other, and Arthur is really, he's fighting like a man possessed here tonight. He knows it's his opportunity, it's his big break on the Tarek Solak promotions. It's the biggest show he's ever fought on, so he'll be fighting his nerves, the crowd, the build-up, everything's there. There's that spinning heel kick that would have taken Arthur's head off if it connected him on the jaw.
We are rumbling into round number 7, the penultimate round. Johnny Halford ending the last round with a spinning heel kick, goes now for the high right round kick off the rear leg and a step-up gut-munching front kick. Arthur Tsokanas has really brought on the heavy artillery in the past 3 rounds. An axe kick just falls short of the target there for John Halford. Connect with that and it could be all over for Arthur Tsokanas. Tsokanas just very careful here at the beginning of the 7th round, Tarek Solak.
Well, Arthur just got to move around and don't get knocked out, and I think he should win this fight. But knowing Arthur, he's probably going to move in and try to finish John off, and that's a bit of a risk for him.
Sticky left jab there, good leg check from John Halford. Tsokanas just a little bit wary, goes for a sweeping inside thigh kick to the inside right thigh. John Halford digs away to the rib cage, hurt Arthur on that occasion. Beautiful left uppercut there by John Halford.
Halford, if he finds his range with that left hook, Arthur's really going to be feeling it.
That big body shot there, the battering ram from Arthur Tsokanas as he moves forward yet again. Good step up front kick there from John Halford. John Halford has taken a lot of punishment so far, Tarek.
Yes, he is, and I just noticed when Arthur did wear that left hook, the bone structure on his chin, he can really wear a good hit.
He can take he's a very thickly set fighter. He holds his guard a la Mike Tyson. Both gloves clenched in front of his face.
Beautiful left hand again there, finding its way through the guard by John Halford. Outside thigh kick by Tsokanas. Tsokanas checks the second one and moves Halford back into the neutral cross. Good 1-2 combination with his kisser there by John Halford. He's really connecting with the boxing now, Tarek Solak.
I think John's doing better on this round. He's scored 3 good left uppercuts and a couple of short rights. Even though Arthur's still fighting back and doing well, I think John might be just pinching this round so far.
Well, Johnny Halford is an experienced campaigner, as we've mentioned many times already. So he'll be knowing he's perhaps slightly back and just looking for an opening to capitalise on. Arthur is also very, very experienced, so he's not going to give him anything on a silver platter, that's for sure.
Inside thigh kick there from Arthur Tsokanas. John Halford returns one of his own. You can see the reddened left shin of John Halford. We end the 7th round. We got one more left. Tarek Solak, how do you see it? What a war!
I think that last round probably dropped it down to 1 point difference, and I think Arthur's winning by 1 point in my mind, and of course I could be wrong with the judges. So John Halford's got to come out and try to win the round very convincingly, or Arthur's just move around and not lose the round, and he should be sweet home.
I'd give that last round obviously to Halford, and I'm in agreement with you also, Tarek. We see Halford stepping up, getting that nicely timed uppercut in, just tagging Arthur there. But Arthur, not phased. He's hit and he keeps coming forward, and he has an ironclad jaw, this boy. You see him putting away a bit of a low leg kick there.
Alright, you've dropped everybody, let's stop this. Let's do it, alright? Let's go. Get up.
We are ready to rumble in round number 8, the 8th and final round of action. Tarek Solak, how do you see it panning out?
It's a very close fight. I got Arthur just in front by a touch, and this last round's got a lot to do with the winner.
A beautiful sticky jab there to open up proceedings from John Halford, and another from Halford in the 8th and final round. Inside thigh kick from John Halford, the world champion. Of course, the world title not on the line here tonight. Tsokanas just backs him against the ropes, works those digging body shots into the floating ribcage. Third man in centre ring, Bryce Birtwhistle doing a great job keeping eye on proceedings. High left rear kick there from Tsokanas, hammer.
Well, Tsokanas is right on the job. They're going for a stoppage of Halford in this round. I don't think they're going to get it. I think Johnny's a little bit too clever for that one. Have a look at him bouncing around on the balls of his feet, firing out that front kick.
Oh, the axe kick almost caught him on the spine there from John Halford. The defences of John Halford are just superb, Tarek Solak.
Yes, he's a very, very experienced fighter, and he's got a very good defence.
A real rib cracker off the left shin there from Arthur Tsokanas. Tsokanas moves forward and walks into an uppercut. Tsokanas just trying to take a step backwards. John Halford launches a big right hand hammer.
Johnny Halford counter-fighting pretty much. He's on the back foot, but he's scoring while he's on the back foot. Arthur keeps charging forward, a little predictable, so Johnny knows he's going to move forward. He just pumps him with the jab as he moves into it.
John is definitely winning the points on the way out when he's throwing those two free punch combinations, mate.
Arthur Tsokanas' left thigh is badly reddened, but he's still moving forward. Inside thigh kick from Tsokanas. They're going hammer and time in the centre of the ring. Tsokanas just ties him up, maybe looking for that short left uppercut. It doesn't come. Referee Bryce Birtwhistle separates both men. 1 minute 30 down in the 8th and final round. John Halford bringing it home strongly now. The right uppercut from Halford.
Nice combination there from Halford. 3-4 punches, leg kick on the end of it. Thank you very much. That'll score highly.
A beautiful clipping right hand to the side of the jaw from Tsokanas, and that's round kicks. Tsokanas continues to move forward like a pit bull terrier.
Well, Tsokanas landing that nicely timed rib kick on Halford as well.
Into the final seconds, a turning kick there from John Halford. Came close, but no cigar. Halford bringing it home strongly. A gutsy, determined effort. There it is. The end of the 8th and final round.
What a fight.
Excellent fight. Last round, I'd lean the way of John Halford.
Tarek Solak, thank you very much for joining us ringside. We look forward to the main event, of course, the June 16th, the K1 Oceania, the K1 World Grand Prix at the Vodafone Arena.
Thank you, boys. I'll see you back on the main event. Take care.
Once again, we see Arthur stalking forward. Halford picking him off with a jab. Nicely timed uppercut. Halford just going to work. You can see the focus on the face of John Halford. Arthur Tsokanas putting his head down, trying to close that gap and land something solid on that one. Nothing coming his way, unfortunately, in that round. Just some good scoring from both men, but Halford probably landing just a couple more punches in that last round. It's going to be nothing in this one once again. Very, very even matchup. And congratulations, Arthur Tsokanas. What a great debut on a Solak promotion for him right here at Crown as Halford goes to work. He is a world-class fighter, Johnny Halford, so that says something also for Arthur Tsokanas and the boys at Sting Gym. Well done. I think Halford perhaps maybe doing just a little more, may just get the nod, but Arthur works solidly throughout, and there's nothing in this one once again.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 8 rounds of kickboxing, we have the judges' scorecards. Judge Malcolm Bullner scores the bout 77-76. Halford. Judge Jamal Hassan scores the bout 79-77. Tsokanas. Judge Chris Anderson scores the bout 76-76. A draw.
Oh, well